successful protester and city council candidate.
Thank you. Thank you, Dorian Geeks. You doing all right? Do you need anything else? That's good. Thank you, Dorian Geeks. And welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network. Thank you. With a potential audience of over 2 billion people. Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica, and running for Santa Monica City Council right here in Santa Monica, California, to stand up for human rights right here in Santa Monica, California. Hey, wait a minute. We have a sighting. Hey, Coco, you got a place to stay tonight? Are they going to clean you up and charge you up and make sure all your circuits are working just fine? Are they going to make sure that you can run around and do your job? Because there are homeless human beings sleeping in the streets. Tell your owners there are homeless human beings sleeping in the streets, and we're taking care of rich people's toys like you, robots like you. We need to stand up for human beings. And that's what I'm doing out here tonight. Standing up for the rights of every human being to be able to exist as we move further and further into this technological era. It doesn't matter whether you're rich or poor, whether you have a place to live or not. We all have the same rights, and we need to stand up for those rights. Or we should all have the same rights. Right now, they are prosecuting people. They are putting people in jail for sleeping outdoor while being poor. Sleeping outdoor while being poor. Sleeping outdoor while being poor. Well, I guess I'll start there because that's where we started. I was sleeping in the park the other day, ain't got no home, no place to stay. A cop gave me a ticket, I asked him what for. Sleeping outdoor while being poor. Sleeping outdoor while being poor. I was sleeping outdoor while being poor. Everybody said you must have done something more. I was just sleeping outdoor while being poor. 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 Everybody said you must have done something more. I was just sleeping outdoor while being poor. Sleeping outdoor while being poor. Ain't that right, Steve? Good to see you. Peace. Oh, the rich man, he can sleep on the grass. But the poor folks better hurry or they'll haul in your ass for sleeping outdoor while being poor. 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 Everybody said you must have done something more. I was just sleeping outdoor while being poor. 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 Oh, the judge, he said to me, son, you got more rights walking around with a gun than sleeping outdoor while being poor. 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 Everybody said you must have done something more. I was just sleeping outdoor while being poor. 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 That's right. All over Santa Monica tonight, they will be handing out citations. They will be arresting people, putting them in programs because they're sleeping outdoor while they're poor. And that's just a shame. That ought to be a crime right there. You know, in her dissent of Grants Pass versus Johnson ruling, Justice Sotomayor said to keep people from sleeping is cruel and unusual punishment and goes against the 8th Amendment of our Constitution. We don't want to be like that. We don't want to be like that, California. We don't want to be like that, Santa Monica. We don't want to be like that, Los Angeles County. That's the kind of things that Trump would do. Criminalize poor people for sleeping outdoor while being poor. But you're doing it right here in Santa Monica. 75% of all the arrests last year here in Santa Monica were homeless people. Many of them for sleeping outdoor while being poor, 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 sleeping outdoor while being poor. We can do better than that, Santa Monica. We can make sure that everybody can have a decent place to live, food to eat, health care, and a good public education right here in this 4th largest economy of the whole wide world, California, in this very wealthy city of Santa Monica, in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. We can stand up for everybody's rights to be able to sleep through the night without being arrested for sleeping outdoor while being poor, 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 sleeping outdoor while being poor. Everybody said you must have done something more. I was just sleeping outdoor while being poor, sleeping outdoor while being poor. That's right, Santa Monica, you need to change the direction. When you're criminalizing poverty and homelessness, instead of helping lift people out of poverty and homelessness, you're heading in the wrong direction. We need to move in a better direction. We need to lift people up and make the lives of those poor people better, not worse, by giving them citations and arresting them for sleeping outdoor while being poor, 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 sleeping outdoor while being poor. So everybody get involved. Wherever you are, get involved. Run for office. Vote for people who want to stand up for human rights. My name is Wade Kelley. I'm running for Santa Monica City Council right here in Santa Monica, California, because I want to stand up for human rights right here in Santa Monica, California, where they are criminalizing people for sleeping outdoor while being poor, 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 sleeping outdoor while being poor. Everybody said you must have done something more. I was just sleeping outdoor while being poor, sleeping outdoor while being poor, sleeping outdoor while being poor, sleeping outdoor while being poor. Oh, the rich man, he can sleep on the grass. But the poor folks better hurry or they'll haul in your ass for sleeping outdoor while being poor, 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 sleeping outdoor while being poor. Everybody said you must have done something more. I was just sleeping outdoor while being poor, sleeping outdoor while being poor. Oh, the judge, he said to me, son, you got more rights walking around with a gun than sleeping outdoor while being poor, 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 sleeping outdoor while being poor. Everybody said you must have done something more. I was just sleeping outdoor while being poor, sleeping outdoor while being poor, sleeping outdoor while being poor, sleeping outdoor while being poor. Woo! That's right. That's what they're arresting people for right here in Santa Monica, California. They're arresting people for sleeping outdoors because they're poor. These homeless people that don't have any place to go, don't have a place to live. They're just trying to get a little sleep. And instead, people want to punish them. Even though Santa Monica has failed to build affordable housing, even though Santa Monica has failed to have enough shelter beds available, they're closing down shelters, and they are trying to lease shelter beds in poorer cities further away. They just want to push all the poor people down the road. They don't want to see any homeless people here in Santa Monica. They don't want to see any homeless people here on this public promenade. Well, I want to see more. I want to see more poor people take advantage of our public beaches and take advantage of our public promenade here. If you are poor, get out here on this public promenade and share your beliefs, share your thoughts, exercise your First Amendment rights, and don't let them tell you any different. Get out here and say, I have a right to speak, and I want to speak up. If I had enough microphones and speakers, I'd hand them out to everybody, but of course I don't. But we need to have more places for people to exercise their First Amendment rights. And this 3rd Street Promenade is very unique in that way. And we need to stand up and tell everybody, take advantage of this 3rd Street Promenade. Don't let these business owners discourage you. Don't let these security guards discourage you. Nobody can take away your right to exercise your First Amendment rights here on this public promenade. You might have to stand up and tell them, listen, I have rights. And you might even have to go to court like I did. But unless you're selling something, there should be no reason for you to not be able to exercise your First Amendment rights on this public promenade. And that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless, and I am also running for Santa Monica City Council, and I am taking donations only for the homeless. I'm not taking any donations for my campaign. I'm not raising $1 for my Santa Monica City Council campaign. I will not be accepting any donations for my campaign. I will only be accepting donations for the homeless that I will hand out to the homeless, as I have been doing for years since I got on Social Security. Now I'm old and I get a little Social Security so I can afford to survive. And right now I'm not paying any rent because I don't have a place to live. So, you know, I have friends I can stay with for the moment. And I am waiting on my Santa Monica below market housing for low-income seniors. I'm on a list for that. I don't know if I will ever receive any of that below market housing for low-income seniors. I'll stay on the list as long as I can. Although today I found out that the people concerned will be discontinuing the mail service for all of the homeless here in Santa Monica. That's what I've been told. They're going to discontinue receiving mail for homeless people here in Santa Monica at 503 Olympic Boulevard here in Santa Monica. And that's a problem because I am registered there to vote. I am registered at that address, and I am also running for office. That's the same place I registered to vote when I ran for Santa Monica City Council in 2024. And are you telling me that they're going to discontinue the mail service to the homeless people there at that address during an election year? During an election season, after I have already filed papers to run for Santa Monica City Council? They're going to discontinue my mail service here in Santa Monica and say you have to get your mail somewhere outside of Santa Monica? Are they going to tell that to all those homeless people? Maybe the only people that would vote for me here in Santa Monica are registered to vote at that address. I wonder. Last time I got over 2,000 votes, so I don't think it was just them. But that's what I'm told. Were you told? Do you receive mail of people concerned over here on 503?
No, I don't, but
Okay.
I got arrested by the police. They handcuffed me yesterday.
And what was that for, Chris?
Smoking a cigarette.
They are cracking down on every little thing, trying to make life harder for homeless and poor people here in Santa Monica.
And they searched my pockets. They searched my pockets, and they were really hard on my jewels. I'm not joking.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
said,
sorry
I
to
said
hear that.
easy
I'm
on the
sorry.
jewels. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So
I can file a report.
I do hope you do file a report, because 75% of all the arrests last year were homeless human beings. And they arrested you for smoking a cigarette outdoors.
And they were like Nazi Germany.
Well, I don't want to go that far, but anyway, it's terrible what they're doing.
I just want to say I do respect authority, and I appreciate the police.
And that's fine, but they should not be arresting poor people for sleeping outdoor while being poor.
Yes, sir.
And they should not be
I'm
arresting
voting for
people.
You. I am voting for you.
Well, thank you. I hope you're registered here in Santa Monica.
Yes, sir.
They are also closing down the mail service for those
don't
people.
forget about me. We can go and have we can do promotion for the whole world of your message.
Why? Thank you very much, Chris.
Because you're the leader.
So did they take you to jail and book you and everything?
They just handcuffed me and treated me like
okay.
a
So they.
and then they let me go.
All right. So they didn't take you down and book you and everything like that.
But my other friends have been booked.
I understand. They've been arresting a lot of people for just sleeping outdoors while being poor. But you be careful.
Why, he's the best. He is the best.
Why, thank you very much, Chris. I hope
right,
things
brother.
go better for you.
sound
And I'm
great.
sorry you had to go through that.
That's all right, brother. I'll be
All right, good to see you.
You sound
Peace.
amazing. Good to
Thank you. They're arresting too many people for sleeping outdoor while being poor, sleeping outdoor while being poor. And they are cracking down on people for smoking outdoors. Of course, mostly they'll crack down on the people who look like they're poor and homeless, because they want to make their lives more miserable while they're living on the streets. So they are arresting people for smoking outdoors while being poor and sleeping outdoor while being poor. And pretty much anything they're doing, if they're poor, they're going to be harassed by the police here in Santa Monica. And that is a shame. And we need to stand up for their rights. That's why I'm running for Santa Monica City Council. Not because I want to, not because I'm charming and I want more people to like me. No, it's because this city council has done a worse job of standing up for human rights than the last city council. That's right, I didn't think that was possible. Under this city council this last year, 75% of all of the arrests in Santa Monica were homeless human beings. Less than 1% of the population arrested 75% of the time. And many of them for just sleeping outdoor while being poor, sleeping outdoor while being poor, sleeping outdoor while being poor, sleeping outdoor while being poor. And that's a shame. We got to change the way this city treats poor people and homeless people. I know they're going to keep cracking down on them until at least after the Olympics in 2028. They want to push all the poor people down the road. They just came out with a report that the unsheltered homeless population has declined by some 15% or something like that here in Santa Monica. Well, sure, they've declined by some 15%. You've been arresting people and giving people citations and harassing poor people and homeless people so much that they're going to make sure they hide from you whenever they can now. It's kind of like the Rand report that said when LA was coming out with these decreases in homeless population. When Governor Newsom was saying there's a 9% decrease in unsheltered homeless population, it was because they were either being arrested or they were hiding from everybody because because the government was tearing down their encampments, and so they were off sleeping in the bushes and sleeping where people couldn't find them. It's called rough sleeping, and that's gone up quite a bit. And overall, the number of people who are homeless in California, the number has gone up. So Santa Monica, you can try to sell that your homeless population has decreased, but we just know you've pushed them down the road a little bit for a little while, because the rest of California's homeless population is still increasing. We are still having more people unhoused every day than housing people every day. We are still moving in the wrong direction. We need to move in a better direction right here. And we got to stand up for human rights. Good to see you, David, Ernest, and Andre. Good to see you, Peace. I didn't recognize you without your hat on. How's it going? Hey, I recognize you. Wait a minute. Hey, good to see you guys. Peace. Keep spreading the peace and love, and I hope we all speak up for the rights of every human being here on this promenade. Doesn't matter whether you're rich or poor. We all have the same rights, and we need to speak out for those rights. Stand up for somebody who looks like they're a little dirty and they might stink a little bit. Stand up for their rights to have a place to sit right here on this public promenade. Stand up for their rights to exist without being harassed by the police or the security guards. Speak out for them. See the people living in the street, ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread, just looking for some place to lay their weary heads. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street, just looking for some place to lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong, and they're looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. All these homeless people living in a ditch with all these empty buildings and tax cuts for the rich. I ain't saying you have to give, but everybody has got a right to live, and they're just looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. You can sweep them out your doorway, tearing down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move in to your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Look for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. That's right, Santa Monica. Why don't you try building a little affordable housing? How about that? You failed to build affordable housing. Now you're shutting down shelters. Santa Monica, under their new realignment plan, they're trying to figure out how many homeless human beings they can be responsible for. They keep saying, everybody keeps saying here in Santa Monica, we can't be responsible for all the homeless people of the whole wide world. Well, no, you're not. But you need to have take responsibility for a certain number of homeless human beings. And if you are going to be one of the #1 tourist attractions, you better be responsible for a little more homeless population than some places that aren't tourist attractions. That's right. If you want to benefit from people coming to our public beaches and our public promenade and our public parks, if you want to benefit from all these things, you better be able to stand up and help more people than you think you should. We're just a sleepy little beach town. We can't be responsible for all these homeless human beings. That's what people tell me. Well, you're responsible for all the tourists that you make money off of, aren't you? Well, you need to be responsible for more homeless human beings as well. And you need to build some affordable housing and have some shelter beds instead of criminalizing poverty and homelessness. That's the wrong direction. If you want to know what the right direction is, the right direction is not criminalizing poverty and homelessness. That's the first step in the right direction. When you move in that direction, you'll be moving in a better direction. Everybody says, well, what are you going to do? Well, first of all, you stop criminalizing poverty and homelessness. You stop arresting people for sleeping outdoor while being poor. You stop arresting people for sitting on a sidewalk. You stop arresting people for these stupid things and start building safe spaces and shelters and make sure that you're working towards building some affordable housing. I know that the affordable housing is not going to happen anytime soon. I'm on this Measure GS Resident Oversight Committee where we're supposed to be overseeing this Measure GS tax here in Santa Monica to make sure they're using that to build affordable housing and also to have programs to keep people in the housing that they have. I know, I see that not much is getting done here in Santa Monica towards building affordable housing. So you're going to have to start by not arresting everybody for sleeping outdoor while being poor and find some safe spaces. Some safe spaces for people to pitch a tent or to sleep. That's a start. You need some community centers here on this public promenade with people to help people with problems that they have. And we need 24-hour secure restrooms. I was talking to a guy today. He said last night they gave him a citation for urinating outside. He said he went into a corner to urinate and the cops came. There are no public restrooms open 24 hours a day here in Santa Monica. There are no secure 24-hour restrooms for human beings to go to the restroom, to do the bodily functions in the middle of the night. And we do have homeless people that we need to make sure they get through the night without dying every night. And so we need to make sure that people have a place to go to the restroom that is secure and safe, instead of just giving them tickets for urinating and defecating. Now that's just cruel and inhumane. People have bodily functions that they have to perform, and if you're not going to help them do that and just criminalize every bodily function like sleeping or using the restroom, then you're just inhumane. You don't really believe in government. You just want to push the poor people down the road and punish people for being poor and homeless. And we need to do better than that, Santa Monica. We need to be part of the solution and not continue to be part of the problem. All these homeless people living in a ditch with all these empty buildings and tax cuts for the rich. I ain't saying you have to give, but everybody has got a right to live, and they're just looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Hey. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good But why don't you try letting homeless people move in to your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Don't need your swimming pool, don't need your king-size bed. Just looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Hey, hey! That's right, they're looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. And we could help them. We could make sure that everybody who needs a place to sleep has one in this richest, most powerful country in the world, in this fourth largest economy of the world, California, in this very wealthy county of Los Angeles, in this very wealthy city of Santa Monica. I was talking with somebody today that, Santa Monica seems to be pushing this idea, well, we don't have enough money to take care of all of the needs of people. We're having financial hard times. Santa Monica has the second or third highest budget of any city here in Southern California per capita. That's right. Besides Beverly Hills, which just has a huge budget per capita, they just spend money on everything. They spend money to push all the homeless people at some other shelter in some other city. They ship all their homeless people out every night. They don't want to have anything to do with any poor people. But Santa Monica is right behind them. Pasadena and Santa Monica. Santa Monica is a very wealthy city. And the thing is, it would rather spend money on cleaning up after poor people than making sure they have a place to go to the restroom. Santa Monica would rather spend money on punishing people for sleeping outdoors than to provide shelter beds. And right now, under their new realignment plan, they are closing down the San Michelle shelter over here, and they are leasing beds in another poor city. They're leasing beds in a lower income city, trying to push all the poor people out of Santa Monica. They only want to have rich people here, that's right. They want to make it harder for poor people to enjoy our beaches and our public promenade, and we need to speak up for the rights of everybody. Thank you, peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.
I hope you stand up and hope you vote. Are you a Santa Monica voter? Are you registered to vote here in Santa Monica?
No, I'm from North Carolina.
All right. Well, I hope you're standing up for human rights. So right over there.
Of course I am.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. How you
because we don't. The rich people don't need anybody to stand up for them. They're doing just fine. They're breaking records every week on Wall Street. And what we need to do is get behind a billionaire tax act like we have on the ballot here in California this fall. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. It's a 5% wealth tax on the billionaires that will go to help lift up people. Thank you. Peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you.
I support
Thank you very much. What's your name?
Nick.
Nick Wade. Nice to meet you. Are you a registered Santa Monica voter?
No, I'm from the Central Valley, though.
Okay, thank you. I hope you keep speaking up for human rights. Thank you. You get behind that Billionaire Tax Act. Anyway, you have a good trip while you're here, North Carolina, and enjoy your time, but speak up for human rights right here in Santa Monica. We don't need to wait for the rest of the country to get behind us to have a Billionaire Tax Act. We can do that right here in California. We can stand up and say, we don't have to wait for Trump to be out of office before we can raise taxes on the rich. We can do it right here in California. We are the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. If we were a country, we would be the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. So we need to tell our leaders here in California, get behind that Billionaire Tax Act, because we want to show that we can raise taxes on the rich and that we can help lift people out of poverty right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of of 2026 right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure out a little bit out of our minds. Ooh, living in California, everything's mostly okay. Living in California, another beautiful sunshine day. Don't let the Trump get you in a slump. We'll get rid of his hump. We're gonna be all right. We're in the land of surf and sand, movie stars, electric cars, and there's a beautiful Santa Monica night. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure out a little bit out of our minds. Ooh, living in California, things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California, rest of the country's moving in reverse. Let's not follow them now. Living in California, everything's mostly all right. Living in California, having fun on the promenade tonight. Ooh. Now don't get me wrong, we got a lot of great things going on here in California. California is the second most diverse state in the whole country, behind Hawaii. We got people from different backgrounds, different races, different religions, different ethnicities, different beliefs, different genders, all living together in virtual harmony. But everybody knows there's some things we need to be working on, California. California, we have the most billionaires of any state in the whole country. And we have the most homeless people of any state in the whole country. We can do better than that. That ought to be a crime. There's no reason for so few people to have so much, while so many have nothing at all. And that's why we need to get behind that Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. To make sure that we collect a wealth tax from those billionaires and help poor people with health care and food programs and hopefully some education programs. California, we are ranked 30th in spending on public education. We're the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world, and we are ranked 30th in spending on public education of all the states in the United States. That's a shame. That's just a damn shame. We need to tell our leaders, spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. We spend about $20,000 per student. We spend over $130,000 per incarcerated person. $20,000 per public school student, $130,000 per incarcerated person. We need to spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. It makes sense, doesn't it? If you spend more money on children, lifting them up, if you spend more money on those low-income area schools and lift those children up and give them a better start, if you keep integrating our society and building affordable housing in cities like Santa Monica, if you keep lifting people up, we're going to have less people going to prison. If you keep lifting children, we already have the largest prison population of any country in the whole wide world here in the United States, and that's just a shame. I'm not saying we need to let criminals run around our streets, but we need to find a better way for human beings to live than put 2 million people in incarceration here in this country. I think that's the right number. Get back to me if it isn't. But we need to spend a lot more money on education so we spend less money on incarceration. And we need to lift those low-income area schools up higher and higher, put more money into those low-income area schools until the rich people want to send their kids to those schools. Then you will know we have done enough. And let's all get behind that Billionaire Tax Act right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure I'll get a little bit out of our minds. Ooh, living in California. Everything's mostly all right. Living in California. Having fun on the promenade tonight. Ooh, living in California. Things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California. Rest of the country's moving in reverse. Let's not follow them. Let's show them there's a better way. Let's show them there's a difference between progressive, liberal democratic government and conservative republic government. We need to show them that the bottom line isn't the whole story, that making the money isn't what government is all about. The rich people are doing better than ever. We need to stand up for the rights of those in need. We need to stand up for the rights of the poor and the homeless and those who don't have a big voice in our democracy. We need to make sure that everybody has the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world. We're living in California. Living in California. The place the whole world's dreaming of. We're living in California. Go out and spread some peace and love. Hey, hey. That's right, spread the peace and love, especially to those who are in need. We have done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. They're breaking records on Wall Street every week. We need to make sure that the poor people and the homeless can have a decent place. You know, in 1944, the great President Franklin Delano Roosevelt gave a speech called The Second Bill of Rights. You can watch that on YouTube. I hope you will all watch that on YouTube. The Second Bill of Rights, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He was a great president who lifted the country out of poverty, the Great Depression. And in this speech in 1944, he said, "It is time for a second Bill of Rights, where every American has the right to a decent place to live. Every American has the right to a job that pays a living wage. Every American has the right to health care." That was 1944, he said that. Every American has the right to a good education. There were some other things about farm labor laws, farm practices, and business practices, but those were the gist of it. And, you know, that was 1944, and we still haven't achieved those goals today. And instead of achieving those goals, many places like Santa Monica would rather criminalize poverty and homelessness than help lift people up and make sure that everybody has the basics. And that's a shame. That's why we all need to speak up and get involved. How you doing tonight? Getting by okay?
preaching a good message.
Why, thank you very much. You getting by all right? Everything's okay? You don't need anything?
It could be worse.
You know, they're arresting people for sleeping in the parks and stuff. And
I'm one of those.
have you been arrested here?
Yet.
Okay. Well, I hope you won't be. But last year, 75% of all the arrests in Santa Monica were homeless human beings, many of them for sleeping outdoor while being poor. And we need to, that's why I'm running for Santa Monica City Council, and that's why I will be speaking tomorrow night at the Santa Monica City Council meeting, just to tell them, hey, you're doing a worse job than the last City Council, and you're also taking away my mailing address here in Santa Monica. And that's kind of rough because I'm running for office, and that's the same mailing address I had the last time that I ran for office here in Santa Monica. And they're just trying to push all the poor people down the road because they don't want to be responsible for the poor people here in Santa Monica. This very wealthy city of Santa Monica says they belong to somebody else. We can't do anything. We can't build affordable housing. We can't have shelter beds. It's really a shame. We have too many of our leaders blaming the poor for being poor and the homeless for being homeless when they are creating that situation by not building enough affordable housing. You know, California, they just had a report come out the other day. California homeowners have more value in their houses than any state in the country besides Hawaii, and maybe even more than Hawaii. They have more value in their houses here in California than any state in the country. And they just don't want to build any affordable housing. People don't, whenever you talk about building affordable housing here in Santa Monica, the neighborhood groups are up in arms. We can't have any poor people living in our neighborhood. It'll bring down our property values. That's all they care about, property values. They don't care about people suffering in the streets. Peace. What's your name?
Steve.
Steve, Wade, nice to meet you. Peace.
Have a great day, man.
Thank you, you too. How you doing? I'm Wade. What's your name? Caden? Oh, cadence, like music. The cadence. All right. Nice to meet you, Cadence. And you, sir, you're Nick. Nick, that's right. Nick and Cadence over from the valley? What part? What valley?
Central Valley.
The
Morganville near
Visalia.
Visalia.
North of Bakersfield, or? Okay. It's hot up there today, huh? Well, I'm glad you could be here. More people need to be able to enjoy our public beaches here in Santa Monica. We have 800 miles of public beaches here in California, and mostly rich white people living next to those public beaches. Why is that? People tell me, listen, you can't build any affordable housing in Santa Monica. That's prime real estate. Well, how did Santa Monica become prime real estate? Because they pushed all the poor people out. That's how prime real estate becomes prime real estate. They just push all the poor people out of their cities, and they say, we're not going to let anybody live here that's poor. We're only going to have rich friends, rich houses. And that's not what the United States of America is about. The United States of America is about making sure that we're working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. And we have to keep integrating our society. Because if you push all the poor people out, you're going to push out a lot of people of color. And we already have an imbalance in this country. We have tens of millions of people that have been used for their labor for generations who haven't been given their rights in this country. They haven't been given a pathway to citizenship. And I sure hope if we get a Democratic Congress in there this fall, this next year, if we get a Democratic Congress in there, they better vote to have a comprehensive immigration bill that will find a pathway to citizenship for these tens of millions of people. Because we need all of our workers and all of our poor people in this country to be able to participate in our democracy. We don't want to be like some of these cities that some of these countries that our president really wants to be like the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. Most of their workers come from outside of their countries, and they don't have any rights in their countries. Those are monarchies. We're not trying to be a monarchy. We're trying to be a democratic republic. And we want to make sure that everybody has equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. And that's why we have to find a pathway to citizenship for these tens of millions of people that have been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights. Because it didn't happen overnight. Don't let anybody tell you. For generations, these business owners and farmers, they said to the authorities, look the other way, because we need workers. We need workers that we can take advantage of, but we don't want to give them their rights. And after the work is done, we want to push them all out of the country. That's what they've been doing for generations, and we need to stand up against that and stand up for human rights. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. De la Sierra Moreno, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo, de contrabando. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Thank you, gracias. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Ay, ay, ay. Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. This land is your land. Hey, thank you, gracias. This land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Give me a time, you're poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. That's right, that's what the Statue of Liberty has inscribed on it. Emma Lazarus' poem. That's fantastic. We need to remind all of these people. We need to remind Santa Monica. Don't push out your homeless. Don't push out your tempest-tossed. We want people in this country who believe in freedom for everybody. We don't want to bring in rich people who think they can abuse and use poor people however they want. We want people who believe in freedom for everyone. We want people who believe in standing up for the rights of others, even if they disagree with them. We need those kind of people, not the rich and the powerful who will abuse poor people, but those who will stand up for the rights of everyone in this country. Give me a tired, Huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse, that's the garbage. We don't want to be like Trump and say, oh, they send us their worst from all over the world. They're all rapists and murderers. No, we want to stand up and say, listen, we have room for all these people that are here right now. We need to make a way for everybody to get along right here. All the people that are here right now. We need to find a way to lift people up instead of criminalizing poverty and homelessness. And we need to show that everybody has equal rights. What happened to my water? Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm live streaming on YouTube tonight. You know, I used to live stream on Facebook, but then they started throwing away all of the live streams. And so I moved everything over to YouTube, and that's fine. YouTube has a lot, I guess it's more, I don't know, are you watching? There's some people watching. What? My channel is Wade Kelley, WadeKelley, at YouTube. And I also have a playlist on that channel, Wade Kelley for Santa Monica City Council 2026. Everybody check that out. And check Wade Kelley for Santa Monica City Council 2026. Facebook also, and I write things on there. But we have to continue to speak out. I hope you all get involved wherever you are, out in the valley. Are you getting involved over there?
Yeah, we try to.
You try to? Well, good. Young people need to get involved and speak out. You know, it's great to see people with different opinions, and we need to stand up for the right of everybody to peacefully protest. Speak your mind peacefully. We don't have to agree, but we have to agree here in the United States that everybody has the right to tell their opinion, even if we disagree, Dave, and I don't think we do most of the time. Not ever. Well, once in a while, maybe. Good to see you. Peace. But we need to stand up for everybody's right to speak and peacefully protest. Because that's what this country is about. The First Amendment of our Constitution says, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or of the right of people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And that's what I'm doing here tonight. I'm peacefully protesting. And I'm speaking out for the rights of every human being to have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world. And I'm speaking out against criminalizing poverty and homelessness. Nice to meet you, Cadence and Nick. You guys have a safe trip, have a good time, and get involved. Peace, spread the peace and love. Thank you very much. I probably won't, but we got to keep speaking out anyway. Keep getting involved. All right? Thank you. Peace. That's right. I probably won't win again. I only got a few thousand votes last time. And I know the money people aren't for me, and the establishment people are not for me. That's okay. If the Democrats here in Santa Monica don't believe in democratic values, I'll keep speaking out for them. I'll keep speaking out for what the California Democratic Platform says. It says you need to treat the homeless people with respect and dignity, and that the Democratic Platform in California says housing is a human right. Housing is a human right. That's what it says right there on that California Democratic Platform. It doesn't say we should arrest poor people for sleeping outdoor while being poor. No. That's not anywhere in that California Democratic platform. It says, housing is a human right. 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 That's right. We got to keep speaking up. We got to keep changing the way people think. Even right here in California, I can't believe how far to the right California has come. You know, when I was in high school, well, you know, Reagan took the whole state a little to the right when he was governor back before I was in high school, about that time. And then Prop 13 was passed in 1978. And this state has gone far to the right ever since then. And you know, they took all the money. The education system went downhill after 1978, after they took all the money out of education because of the Prop 13. We need a leader here in California who will get behind raising taxes on the billionaires and who will get behind repealing Prop 13, get behind taking that away, because ever since 1978, it's been so much easier for rich people to hold on to property and for poor people, much harder for poor people to get property. Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got diamond in my hair, I got life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Ain't got no hurries, ain't got no worries, ain't got no blurry eyes. I got the sun in my face, I got some wide open space. Don't need no alibis. I got the wind in my hair, I got life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Ooh, 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 ain't got no seasons, don't have no reasons to need no freezing rain. I got the surf and the sand, my rock and roll one-man band. Don't ride no gravy train. I got the wind in my hair, I got life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Ooh, 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 ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got the wind in my hair, I got life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna, Juliet and Mama gonna, Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Hey, hey. That's right. 800 miles of public beaches here in California, and mostly rich white people live next to those beaches. No reason for that. We've got to build more affordable housing along the coast, especially as we go further and further into this global warming. We need to have more people living next to our ocean. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. How are you? Good to see you. That's right. As we move further and further into the global warming, we're going to have more people living next to our Pacific Ocean because the air quality is going to be better and the air temperature is going to be better. And so we need to make sure that we keep moving in a better direction for everybody. Stand up for human rights right here in Santa Monica. We haven't gotten there yet. We got to keep moving towards a better day for everybody. Got to keep moving towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. And we got to turn away from criminalizing people for being homeless. That is just a shame. Santa Monica, whatever you're doing that you think is right, you can't be doing anything right if you're criminalizing people for being poor and homeless. You're just being some kind of bad authoritarian government that needs to change directions. For their own good, for their own good. Gotta get these homeless people out of our neighborhood for their own good, for their own good. Gotta give them tickets and make them pay till they all just go away for their own good. For their own good, for their own good. Gotta get these homeless off of our beaches. We can't pay for all these leeches, somebody else should. For their own good. Gotta give them tickets and make them pay until they all just go away for their own good. Santa Monica can't house all the poor. They give us their worst from all over the world. And we can't take no more. Unless you're rich, got lots of money. Welcome to your new home, Santa Monica, honey. For their own good. For their own good. Gotta put them in jail, make them make bail, and when they fail, we say we knew they would. For their own good. Gotta give them tickets and make them pay until they all just go away for their own good. Oh, Santa Monica can't take no more. Forget you're tired, forget you're poor, just send your rich through our front door. You got lots of money? Got lots of money? Welcome to your new home, Santa Monica, honey. Ah, for their own good. For their own good. Gotta get these homeless people out of our parks. We can't feed them to the sharks, I wish we could. For their own good, yeah. Gotta give them tickets and make them pay until they all just go away for their own good. See, Santa Monica, we can't house all the poor. They send us their worst from all over the world, and we can't take no more. Unless they're rich. You got money? Welcome Welcome to your new home, Santa Monica, honey. For their own good. For their own good. We gotta put them in jail, make them make bail, and when they fail, we say we knew they would. For their own good. Gotta give them tickets and make them pay until they all just go away for their own good. Hey! That's right, we're doing it for their own good. How you doing, peace? Thank you. That's right, we need to tell these leaders they need to stand up for human rights right here in Santa Monica. Need to stop criminalizing poverty and homelessness and start having safe spaces and shelters and building more affordable housing. Everybody knows that's the answer. A lot of people say to me, what's the answer to this homelessness problem? Well, you got to build more housing. Build more housing. That's the answer. And then you can get people into the housing and fix them up and take care of all their problems so they're perfect like you and me. But first, we need to make sure that everybody can have a decent place to live. You know, a lot of people say these homeless people, they have they're mentally ill and they're drug addicts. Well, if people do have mental disabilities and if people do have substance abuse disorders, just think of how much worse those things get when you have to live on the street every day, when you can't find any stability in life. When you're working every day just to find a safe place to sleep, even with all your other problems. We need to be part of the solution and not continue to be part of the problem. Up in Seattle, they are building these villages, and the tiny units they have there are $16,000 per unit. Here in Santa Monica, they say we can't build any housing for less than $1 million a unit. Now, come on, we can do better than that. We have to find some different transitional places for people to live until we build all those million dollar units. We need people to come up with answers and be part of the solution and not continue to be part of the problem by saying, no, we can't do that, we can't do that. You know, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, when they started doing these programs like Social Security and helping lift people up out of poverty, helping lift the seniors up when they got to be a certain age, and unemployment insurance and things like that, they tried a lot of different programs to get these things to work. They didn't say, no, we can't do that, we can't do that. We got to try a lot of different things to build affordable housing and have programs for poor people that are trying to lift themselves up. We got to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. We have too many of our leaders blaming the poor for being poor and the homeless for being homeless. They say, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. We'll pull a chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. We'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. We'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. That's what they say. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and sick. They'll put you in the hospital and spit you out real quick. They'll say you need to rest more and change the way you eat. But they ain't got no medicine to get you off of the streets. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live in a mansion. See, that's the answer right there. Why didn't I think of that? All the rich folks want to help you if they could. So they'll take your tent and your bags and stuff and move them to another neighborhood. A little farther, a little farther, a little farther down the road would be good. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't live in your car. They'll find a way to ticket you no matter where you are. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They'll make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. Gotta get a yacht. Gotta get a yacht for your yacht. You know what I mean? Other rich folks wanna help you if they can. So they'll start a race to outer space to help their fellow man. We are going to build affordable housing up on Mars. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's right, homeless people. Just be rich. I wish it was so easy. A lot of people say these homeless people just need jobs. We know that's not so easy because a lot of homeless people do have jobs and they still can't afford a place to live. And I think that people should have the basics. I think that everybody should have a decent place to live, food to eat, and health care, and a good education, whether they're rich or poor or have a job or not. And especially as we move further and further into this technological era where more and more of the jobs are going to be going to artificial intelligence and robots, we need to make sure that human beings can survive. And there's a lot of people who enjoy doing certain jobs and other people enjoy doing other things. And people should be able to have the basics, and hopefully they'll do things that help people in their society. But we need to help people in their pursuit of their happiness. That's what this country is all about. We've done a very good job with the rich people. They're pursuing their happiness quite fine. It's those poor people that are not able to pursue their happiness quite so easily. And that's what I think people should be able to be poor in this country without being criminalized. And I mean, I'd be happy to sleep in my car a lot of the time, or sleep on the beach or things like that. I don't want to be rich. I kind of find some disdain for it. People just chasing after money for money's sake, just so they can control other people more. I don't like that. I've seen the way rich people treat poor people too many times, and I'm not fond of it. I want to make sure that poor people can survive and thrive and just have the basics and enjoy their life. You know, if a poor person wants to have a minimum wage job and serve burgers and have friends and family, they ought to be able to do it doing that job. If somebody wants to play their guitar on the promenade and just make the basic, make minimum wage and not have too many fans and not have too many girlfriends anymore, wait a minute, then I think that's okay too. Not everything should be about making more and more and more and more and more money. We don't need people to create more and more cryptocurrencies that take advantage of poor people and more Ponzi schemes that try and make people poor while they make themselves rich. Our president made $2 billion off of some cryptocurrency Ponzi scheme, while all of the investors who invested in his Ponzi scheme lost $2 billion. That's not where we need to be heading in this country. We need to be working to make sure that everybody is working towards pursuing their happiness. What do you enjoy doing? You should be able to do that more. Maybe not full time, but you know. It's a beautiful night out here in Santa Monica. I love you for sentimental reasons. I hope you do believe me. I give you my heart. I love you and you alone were meant for me. Please give your loving heart to me and say we'll never part. I think of you every morning. Dream of you every night. Darling, I'm never lonely. Whenever you're in sight, I love you. For sentimental reasons, I hope you do believe me. I give you my heart. I love you, hums the April breeze. I love you, whisper the hills. I love you, the golden dawn agrees, as once more she sees daffodils. It's spring again, and birds on the wing again start to sing again the old melody. I love you is the song of songs, and it all belongs to you and me. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I go sailing. It's It's far beyond the star, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my love will see me there soon. We'll meet up on the shore, we'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I go sailing. No more sailing, no more sailing. Bye bye. I hear music when I look at you, a beautiful theme of every dream I ever knew. Down deep in my heart, I hear it play. I feel it start, then drift away. I hear music when I touch your hand, a beautiful melody from some enchanted land. The music is sweet, the words are new, the song is you. I alone have heard this lovely strain, I alone have heard this glad refrain. Must it be forever inside of me? Why can't I let it go? Why can't I let you know? Why can't I let you know the song my heart would sing? A beautiful melody of love and youth and spring. The music is sweet, the song is true, the song is you. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. And though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 There will be an answer. Let it be. Though the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. 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 There will be an answer. Let it be. 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 There will be an answer. Let it be. That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day for everybody because we haven't gotten there yet. Keep moving. There will be an answer. Let's keep moving towards a better day for everybody. Keep standing up for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. With a song in my heart, I behold your adorable face. Just a song at the start, but it soon is a hymn to your grace. When the music swells, I'm touching your hand. It tells me you're standing near, and with the sound of your voice, heaven opens its portals to me. Can I help but rejoice that a song such as ours came to be? Yet I always knew I would live life through with a song in my heart for you. Ouch. With the sound of your voice, heaven opens its portals to me. Can I help but rejoice that a song such as ours came to be? Yet I always knew I would live life through with a song in my heart for you. Come on. How you doing?
Good. They're getting on my nerves.
What?
The police are getting on my nerves.
What?
I'm sick of it.
What's happened? What's happened?
Turns out, okay, I went to court for the sleeping in the mesh part. Then however, I have a way to keep shade over myself when I put my bike up and put my tarp over,
You put a tarp over you?
so it can keep me from getting hot. And they say it's called encampment. And I'm like not bothering anybody. I'm in my own space. And so I feel that they should. It's a situation. I feel that they should be bothering other people that are not resident. I know. I told them time and time again that my grandma's Marilyn Monroe, my biological father's Ronald Reagan, my grandpa's Richard Nixon, and the fact that my adopted father is Ray Kroc, but he's got so many others. Okay? And it's like, I got to figure out how to push this all to the point where people know it, but they don't stop me for it. You know, because I feel sooner or later they're going to find out, they're going to come at me, they're going to be like, yeah, you're the grandson of Richard Nixon. Now I can understand that my grandpa, however, was supposedly claimed to be, quote, a criminal, but on his own terms. And then at the same time, I just feel like I might be related to Elon. I'm not sure, but I looked at his baby picture, and I was in foster care and had a relapse memory that Elon was in front of me saying he was my stepbrother, and that he didn't want anybody trying to hurt me because I got bit by a dog and it was in foster care. And so Elon tells me he's going to protect me in the foster care system. When my adopted father came to adopt me, he threatened my adopted father and said, I'm going to kill you if you take my stepbrother or something like that. And he got pushed to act in my relapse.
So what's happening with the police right now?
You know what's stupid?
Did you go to your
yeah, I did, but then
court date?
I gotta consider that I'm having issues with Victoria on the phone, and I'm trying to figure if she, quote, because she's now scoping you out. And it made me fucking think, wow, she's talking more about you. And then you said something to me about how's Victoria doing. I feel like y'all might be, to me, I would consider that I'm the type that I don't trust any woman, okay? I feel like I've had so many fucking problems with females that they don't have a very keen sense. And me, since I'm born from the secret affair, I have recordings and wonder if she is having sex and lying. I don't know who she could be. And to me, it's like, I think she's trying to mess with my head for something that she saw on Instagram about me talking about females are scandalous creatures. But it comes down to the point that I'm getting tired of feeling like I want to speak about how heartless women are in this city, of how they prostitute, how they size up men, how they you know how they call racial profiles? Sexually profile and try to box somebody for what they don't have.
Okay. Well, I can't help you with that, but if there's something I can help you with, that's what I want, to be able to speak out to those things. Well, so you let me know.
You know what comes down
I'm not trying to.
If you get to be
I'm not trying to get in the middle of your relationship with Victoria. Okay. You just let me know what I can do. Let me know where you're at with those with the arrests and with the court dates, and maybe I can speak up.
Well, see,
but I'm going to finish up here.
I'm trying to get them to understand. Me being the son of Ronald Reagan, I don't need to be treated like a below crack citizen. When we got so many people here. If they don't believe me, what do I have to do to prove that I am the son? And it's just like
that's going to be a tough one, but
yeah.
But if there's some, you showed up for your court dates and your.
Sure did.
Huh?
Yeah, but I have two others because I was sitting at Wendy's. I was smoking.
And this is for sleeping in the park with a tarp over your head.
Yeah, at the beach.
At the beach with a tarp over
what
your
they
head.
need to understand, and this is what I said.
See, that's what they're doing.
What I think it's about, and I'll tell you this much, is they're trying to go after me because they see I don't have no teeth, and they're trying to make me feel like, oh, you shouldn't be here because you look like you're. It's like the guy down the street says I'm a homeless guy singing, and he stereotypes me for not having any teeth. And to me, it's like I don't understand that. I'm getting tired of that shit.
I understand.
And it's like the guy needs to kind of like stop labeling me as some homeless guy who sings on the streets, you know, because to me, it's like I'm about to just go to DC and prove who is the real criminals in the White House. Who knows? But anyway.
All right.
Yeah, but
Well, good to see you, Myrick. And you get in touch with me, all right?
If you become city council member, I might just become state governor.
All right. I wouldn't mind it.
All right.
Peace. We got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. We got to keep standing up. A lot of people going through problems. A lot of people have problems and they're going through more and more, and it doesn't make their problems better. We got to keep speaking up for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. That's what we're about in this country, is not trying to make people's problems worse and worse, make life harder. We're working towards a more perfect union. We're working to establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of our Lord. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on,